Good morning, everybody. I'm still in my pajamas. My parents are here, which is amazing. I love when they come to visit. You can hear them. I'm gonna go make some bread. Are you surprised? You shouldn't be. What do you see? You see the squirrel over there? Oh no, it ran away! It ran away! Where'd it go? Where'd it go? You see a bug? Do you see a bug? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Say bye-bye, squirrel. Bye-bye, squirrel. Go get him.
Should we get him some more?
Is that funny? We had made a birdhouse like last week, if you saw the vlog. We painted a little birdhouse, which is right here. And it was hanging from the tree, but the squirrels knocked it down, and the birds aren't coming to the birdhouse, but the squirrels are. So now Flynn thinks that bird food is squirrel food, and he calls food Nana. So he calls it the squirrel Nana. He's getting him some Nana. You getting the squirrel some Nana?
Whoa, okay.
Oh, okay. That was not what we wanted to happen.
So you're gonna put it on the plate.
Like that.
Can you get some more? Put it on there for the squirrel.
Good job. That was a very helpful one pellet.
And let's go put it for the squirrel. Let's go. Come on.
Good job. You gonna go give it to the squirrel? Good job,
Put it up there
There you go.
for the squirrel.
All right, let's go inside and wait for the squirrel. Say bye-bye, squirrel.
Say dinner's ready.
You stressed?
Where'd it go? He's up there. See him, Flynn? He's right there.
Are you kicking a ball? Good boy. So busy. Are you so busy? Oh, bye-bye. The busiest kid. Here, Flynn. You want a vlog?
Baby.
Kind of heavy, huh? Okay, don't pet Moose with the camera.
Baby.
Yeah. You all done? We always wait to go on our walk until like the sun is setting because it's hot in LA and it cools down once the sun starts going down. We waited longer than we usually do. It's like a little bit later than we usually go on our walk, which means there's more bugs than usual. I don't know what it is about like when the sun is going down and bugs, but I really don't like bugs. And there are a lot of bugs right now. Ugh, bug in my ear, bug in my ear. How's there already a rock in my shoe? I hate the wilderness. Whoa, there's a lot. Little squirrels. There's a little bunny up there. Look at the little bunny. Squirrels and bunnies. Uh-oh guys, there might be a problem. Our little construction site that we've been visiting to visit the Dardars. I don't see any Dardars. This is bad news. Flynn's gonna be very sad when we lift him up and there's no trucks. Oh no, this is not good. But he sees an airplane, so we're safe for now. Let me check. Uh-oh guys. Uh-oh. They're gone! Drama! Where'd the truck go? Where'd it go, Flynn?
I don't know.
Where did Dardars go? You okay? It's okay, we'll find some somewhere else. Where's the Dardars? Where's the trucks? I don't know. Oh, what'd you see?
Squirrel.
Oh, did you see a squirrel over there? All is solved. We found a squirrel. A squirrel? Yeah, do you see squirrels? This is my new mask that my husband got for me. It's a good one. No justice, no peace. Hey guys, look how easy it is to wear a mask. My dad's wearing a mask. I'm wearing a mask. Eric's wearing a mask. So wear a freaking mask because it doesn't hurt. Nice and easy to wear a mask and you're keeping people safe. Why aren't people wearing masks? Going to the park was nice except for the fact that all the Dardars were gone. That was very tragic. Now we're back home. My mom's putting Flynn to sleep and I'm making dinner. I'm making chicken and dumplings. So in here, ta-da, chicken and dumplings. And my mom grew some zucchini at her house. So I'm steaming up the zucchini from my mom's garden. We also have some stuffing and I'm making biscuits. Yum, I'm so excited. My dad and my brother go back home tonight. They just dropped off my mom. My mom's gonna stay and help out for a couple days, which is very exciting. I'm happy when my family's here. Okay, so chicken and dumplings was a success. So last time I made chicken and dumplings and the time before I did it in the crock pot and it was okay. But I felt like the chicken was overcooked. And so this time I did it in a little bit more of a complicated way, but I still wanna give you guys a recipe. It's been a while since I gave you a recipe. So I have my little cookbook. I write my recipes in. So here's my chicken and dumplings. So basically you need a box of chicken broth that's like 37 ounces. I'll do it in the pantry because Eric's watching a show and it's very loud. So basically this made a huge pot of chicken and dumplings. It fed mom, dad, Corey, me, and Eric. It's 5 people and I think almost everyone had seconds and we had leftovers. So this makes a lot. What you need is a box of chicken broth. This is 37 ounces, a 22-ounce can of cream of chicken condensed soup. So I think this is equal to 2 regular cans. We have a lot of this in our house because I make casserole all the time with this. I use it a lot. So one of these and one of these, there's not a lot of ingredients. So you boil these 2 things and then you add 2 cups of chopped up little carrots and then you add a can of biscuit dough, like one of those big cans of biscuits. I use buttermilk Pillsbury biscuits and you cut them into like little nubs like this big and you throw them in and they will expand and grow and cook a little bit, and those are your dumplings. I peppered those before I threw them in. I just like put some pepper on them, nothing exciting. I threw it all in and let it boil for a second and then I let it simmer for like 15 minutes to make sure that the biscuits were cooked, and then I added my shredded chicken and that was it. The only thing that was like hard or took time, I guess, was the chicken, because my issue in the past is that the chicken was overcooked when I cooked it all together. So I cooked the chicken separately. And I'm sure there's a way to do it so that it doesn't overcook, but this is what I did today. Today I brined my chicken breast. I used 3 huge chicken breasts, 3 or 4, whatever you have, I don't know. I brined them, which means when you let your chicken like soak in like a salty water. Earlier today, I boiled a big pot of like 2 cups of water with some rosemary from my garden, 4 garlic cloves, a 1/4 a cup of salt, maybe. I don't know, I'm making these things up. And I just threw spices in there, so like chicken seasoning and like random Italian spices. You can put whatever spices you want in a brine. It doesn't really matter. It's just gonna give your chicken some flavor. So after I boiled that, I let the water cool. Then I put that brine on my chicken. You can put it in a Ziploc bag, or I put it in a little like container thingy with a lid, put it in my fridge for the whole day. So it kind of sat and soaked up those juices for the day, so it got juicy. So then at like 5, I knew I'd be cooking dinner around 7 or 8, so around 5, I just turned on the oven to 375 and I threw those chicken breasts in the oven for like 20 to 30 minutes until the internal temperature was 165, and then I shredded it all up. So that was how I cooked the chicken. I'm sure there's an easier way to do that, but I wanted the chicken to be juicy and not overcooked, and so that's why I did it that way.
But
I will say that everyone loved it, and it was really yummy, and it was really easy except for the chicken of it all. So if you want to make it easier, if like you're like, I don't want to brine a chicken and cook a chicken breast, like ew, never mind, just get a rotisserie chicken from the grocery store and just use the like pull the chicken off of that and throw it in. Like that's an easier way to do it, and it would be juicy and delicious. I highly recommend that if you want to make some chicken and dumplings. And we had it with some zucchini and biscuits and stuffing, and it was amazing. Try it out, it was really freaking good. Okay, so I finished dinner and I'm probably about to make cookies because you know me, but I just wanted to like hop on here and talk to you guys for a second because I'm like feeling very overwhelmed. First of all, I am all set up to have therapy this week for my dermatillomania stuff and whatever else might come up. It's been a while since I was in therapy, so I'm really excited about that. But yesterday in my vlog, I talked about my OCD issues again, which I know I talk about a lot, but yesterday's vlog was significant for me because I actually showed you what my skin looks like when I pick at it and how bad it is and how painful it is. I also, in my vlog yesterday, expressed like some embarrassing things. It's like this obsessive thing that I cannot control, like I can't stop doing it once I've started doing it. And also like that I feel very alone, like I feel like something's wrong with me and that I'm weird that I do this, and that the only reason I wanted to share it online was in hopes that like someone else out there who might be experiencing the same thing would feel less alone, and then that would in turn make me feel less alone. And you guys, I was like embarrassed to post that video today, and like I felt like all the response was going to be really, you know, maybe a lot of you would be supportive, but I thought that like a lot of people would be like, you're so weird and that's so gross. And there were so many people tweeting me today that I've never seen their profiles before. A lot of them didn't even follow me. There were just people who reached out to me after watching my video who were like, I struggle with this too. And people were DMing me like pictures of their hands and their feet, and they looked like mine. And I know that's so weird for me to like get emotional about, but like I can't explain how like isolating and stupid I feel that like this is something I struggle with. It's not like I'm struggling with something like that is universally known as really serious and difficult, like depression or a crippling anxiety or, you know, anything like that. It's a form of anxiety and it's a form of OCD, but it's like if someone says like, oh, I have really bad anxiety, you feel bad for them. But when someone says like, oh, I rip at the skin on my hands and feet, like I feel like the natural reaction is like, okay. You know, it's not something that I think is natural to be sympathetic towards because it's just bizarre. And so to know that there are other people out there who do what I do, and like not just like, oh, I pick at a hangnail or sometimes my fingers, like I rip at them a little bit, like no, really, like your fingertips are gone and like the heels of your feet are gone because you rip at all the skin. I've always felt very isolated and alone, and it's something that like no one in my personal life understands. Like, and I'm not saying anything negative about anyone around me. They're all wonderful and very supportive, but like there's people that do the same thing as me and understand what I'm going through. Just knowing that someone else out there understands what it's like made me feel so much better. So yeah, anyway, there are so many sweet people like messaging me. It's just been really nice to see and read other people's stories, and no, I'm not alone. I just wanted to say thank you to anyone who is kind and reached out, because I know my problems are not big. There's a lot more serious issues going on in the world, and there are people who have way more intense, way more serious issues than me picking at my own skin. But it is what I am experiencing, and it is my form of OCD, and it is something that I struggle with and I want to fix in my life. And so I'm not saying like, oh my god, my life is so hard and people felt sorry for me. Like, it's not that. It's just I've felt like weird and alone in the process of it, and it's nice to know I'm not alone. That's all. All right.